Welcome, let us begin. When you see a man in distress, recognize him as a fellow man. The important thing about a problem is not its solution, but the strength we gain in finding the solution. If you don't know, ask. You will be a fool for a moment, but a wise man for the rest of your life. Many things have fallen, only to rise higher. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. He is most powerful who governs himself. You are your choices. Speech is the mirror of the mind. Don't stumble over something behind you. Religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by the rulers as useful. The thing that matters is not what you bear, but how you bear it. Be wary of the man who urges an action in which he himself incurs no risk. No tree becomes rooted and sturdy unless many a wind assails it, for by its very tossing it tightens its grip and plants its roots more securely. The fragile trees are those that have grown in a sunny valley. If we let things terrify us, life will not be worth living. No one can keep a mask on long. Laugh at your problems. Everybody else does. The greatest hindrance to living is expectancy, which depends upon tomorrow and wastes today. The greatest man is he who chooses right with the most invincible resolution, who resists to sorest temptation from within and without, who bears the heaviest burdens cheerfully, who is calmest in the storms and most fearless under menaces and frowns, whose reliance on truth, on virtue, and on God is most unfaltering. Retire into yourself as much as possible, associate with people who are likely to improve you, welcome those whom you are capable of improving. The process is a mutual one. People learn as they teach. What's the good of dragging up sufferings which are over, of being unhappy now, just because you were then? The path of increase is slow, but the road to ruin is rapid. The greatest power of ruling consists in the existence of self-control. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is. No man is free who is a slave to the flesh. All cruelty springs from weakness. The person you are matters more than the place to which you go. Great men rejoice in adversity, just as brave soldiers triumph in war. The best sign of wisdom is the consistency between the words and the deeds. Man can be divided in two groups, one that goes ahead and achieves something, and one that comes after and criticizes. He who asks with timidity invites a refusal. It is not goodness to be better than the worst. It is more fitting for a man to laugh at life than to lament over it. A lesson that is never learned can never be too often taught. He who seeks wisdom is a wise man. He who thinks he has found it is mad. It's all in your head. You have the power to make things seem hard, or easy, or even amusing. The choice is yours. Find the path or make one. Be silent as to services you have rendered, but speak of favors you have received. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Money has never yet made anyone rich. As was his language, so was his life. A sword by itself does not slay, it is merely the weapon used by the slayer. Fire proves gold, adversity proves man. Our fears are always more numerous than our dangers. Authority founded on injustice is never of long duration. Everyone rushes his life on and suffers from a yearning for the future and a boredom with the present, but that man who devotes every hour to his own needs, who plans every day as if it were his last, neither longs for nor fears tomorrow. When you die, it will not be because you are sick, but because you are alive. The great thing is to know when to speak and when to keep quiet. The greatest loss of time is delay in expectation, which depend upon the future. Will it go the present, which we have in our power, and look forward to that which depends upon chance, and so relinquish the certainty for an uncertainty? Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. Time discovers truth. Time heals what reason cannot. It is never too late to learn what is necessary to know. There is nothing more despicable than an old man who has no other proof than his age to offer of his having lived long in the world. What were once vices are the fashion of the day. Wealth is a slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. A good person dyes events with his own color and turns whatever happens to his own benefit. We learn not in the school, but in life. Misfortune is the test of a person's merit. Be not dazzled by beauty, but look for those inward qualities which are lasting. There is nothing wrong with changing a plan when the situation has changed. The best cure for anger is delay. The heart is great, which shows moderation in the midst of prosperity. Thank you for your time. Stay strong.